Hello guys, welcome back to LR Anime. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of BTTH The Flame Emperor episode number 191 based on novel. So let's start. Unworthy descendants, Xiao Yang. Meet the ancestors. The corners of Xiao Yang's eyes were a little wet. Looking at the thin figure in front of him, he directly gave him the highest level etiquette among the Xiao clan. Xiao Yang. I remember that you are the descendant of the Xiao clan who was created by me in the tomb of heaven. Xiao Xian had just woken up, his memory had not fully recovered, but he still had some impressions of Xiao Yang. For a powerhouse like Xiao Xian, that trace of life marks is naturally a record of his life experience, so he is no stranger to Xiao Yang. It's the junior. Xiao Yang said with a slight smile after hearing this. Not bad, not bad, it is my Xiao family's luck that my Xiao family has descendants like you. Xiao Xian also smiled. This is the origin chi of the emperor. Xiao Xian had just been resurrected, and suddenly grabbed his palm in the air, and an invisible energy instantly emerged. Xiao Xian was extremely shocked at this time. How could there be so much of the emperor's origin chi, which was almost extinct in the Do-Chi continent in the past? What? My strength doesn't seem to be comparable to that of a Do-Sheng. Do-Di. The next moment, Xiao Xuanzai carefully sensed the tyrannical power in his body, and then said with a somewhat surprised look, "Is the 6-star Do-Di in the late stage?" Xiao Yang felt Xiao Xian's current strength and was not too surprised. After all, whether it is the blood of the 5 elements beasts or the bones of the emperor, their value is far beyond that of ordinary things, and with the Golden Dragon King and the mother of the fairy body tree, Xiao Xian's soul power also stepped into the emperor realm. Mingjiao's body had reached the 6-star Do Emperor's strength before his death, so it's not too surprising that Xiao Xian's strength has now reached the late 6-star Do Emperor. Hee, the ancestors don't need to panic, we are not on the Do-Chi continent now. Xiao Yang smiled slowly. Not on the Do-Chi continent. Xiao Xian frowned when he heard the words. Obviously, some abnormalities were found in the surrounding space. We used to have Do-Chi continent, which is actually a lower plane. This place is called Do-Di continent. Xiao Yang explained. Do-Di continent. Could it be the place where my ancestors of the Xiao clan ascended? Xiao Xian heard the words, his pupils shrank tightly, as if thinking of something. Not bad. Xiao Yang said, but he was overjoyed. It seemed that the ancestor Xiao Xian really knew something. But why didn't I feel the blood of our Xiao clan? Xiao Xian sensed it carefully and found that he did not feel any aura of his family on this Do-Di continent. Ancestor, when I came to Do-Di continent, I never found any members of the Xiao clan, and looking at the current appearance, it seems that our Xiao clan is unknown on Do-Di continent. According to the guess of the younger generation, this should be related to the sudden interruption of the blood of our Xiao family Do-Di. Xiao Yang hesitated for a while, then said, "Yep. I know your question. However, regarding the bloodline of Emperor Do, I also thought it was strange back then. Our ancient 8 clans, because in ancient times, there were ancestors who broke through the Do Emperor, and then left the Do-Chi continent, leaving the Do Emperor bloodline just now. The Emperor Do bloodline allows us younger generations to speed up the pace of cultivation, and by virtue of the bloodline of Do Emperor, our Xiao clan is ranked first among the 8 ancient clans. But the good times didn't last long. When I took over the position of the Xiao clan's patriarch, I suddenly felt a very vague change in the Do Emperor bloodline in my body. That kind of change seemed to be that the Do Emperor bloodline gradually lost its effect. Just when I found out about this, the whole family was shocked, and it wasn't just me, this kind of thing happened to the whole race. We thought hard and couldn't figure out what happened. However, with the fall of Emperor Do's bloodline, the strength of almost all the senior members of our Xiao family is going backwards. And at that time, my time was already at the peak of the 9-star Do-Sheng. But I couldn't take the last step. If you want to reactivate the Do-Di bloodline, only a strong Do-Di can appear in the city. That's why I was able to use the power of the whole family to help me overcome the calamity, although I failed in the end. Xiao Xian said a lot in one breath. Suddenly dropped. Xiao Yang knew most of what Xiao Xian said about Xiao Xian, but how could the Do Emperor's bloodline suddenly drop? The 8 ancient clans on the Do-Chi continent all have the blood of the Emperor Do. This is obviously not common sense. Ancestor, how did the Do-Di blood of our Xiao clan suddenly fall? Will it be? Xiao Yang still had some doubts in his heart, and couldn't help asking aloud. From some ancient books in the clan, I seem to know that there are only 2 possibilities for the fall of Emperor Do's bloodline. Xiao Xian said. 2 possibilities? Xiao Yang said. One is that our Xiao family's ancestors who were promoted to Do Di continent all fell. Xiao Xian's pupils flickered with a hint of hesitation, but he still said, if all the strong Do emperors fall, then the Do emperor's bloodline would be justified, but I don't think that's possible. Our Xiao clan is not only famous on the Do Qi continent, but even in the Do Di continent and even the Great Thousand Worlds, the Xiao clan's reputation is quite big. Xiao Yang shook his head and said, that might be another kind of. Xiao Xian looked at Xiao Yang, obviously thinking the same thing as Xiao Yang. What else? Xiao Yang couldn't help asking. Seal. Xiao Xian said indifferently. Seal. Xiao Yang heard the words and immediately thought. Yes, it's the seal. Because the Do Di blood of our Xiao family didn't fall in an instant, but continued to weaken. The bloodline of Emperor Do can help our clansmen to cultivate better, but since the bloodline of Emperor Do began to appear in the middle, the cultivation speed of the clansmen has slowed down, and it was not until the end that there was a regression in strength. There have been several years in this time, so according to my estimation, the powerhouses of our Xiao family who have been promoted to Do Di should have been sealed, and that kind of seal is not only a seal of strength, but also a seal of strength. The bloodline was also sealed, so the Do Emperor bloodline in our body suddenly fell. Xiao Xian thought for a while and said, if you say that, I'm afraid this explanation is more reasonable. Xiao Yang agreed with that. Hey, your ancestor is quite capable, and you can vaguely know about these things. At this moment, the Golden Dragon King who had been silent all the time suddenly made a sound. And with the voice of the Golden Dragon King's virtual shadow, Xiao Xian's whole body was shocked, and a powerful pressure instantly permeated from the Golden Dragon King's body. This old man has such terrifying strength. This was Xiao Xian's first thought when he saw the Golden Dragon King. Ancestor, don't be afraid, this is my uncle, the Golden Dragon King. Xiao Yang explained with a smile when he saw the Golden Dragon King suddenly speak out. Xiao Xian heard the words, nodded slightly, and could see that Xiao Yang had a good relationship with this old man. Do you know the ancient Emperor Tuosha? The Golden Dragon King just came to the two of them, and immediately said to Xiao Xian. His tone was quite calm, without any hint of arrogance. If it weren't for this Xiao Xian, who is also a member of the Xiao family, I am afraid that the Golden Dragon King would not be lazy. After all, the Golden Dragon King also has his pride. Emperor Tuosha is a member of the ancient clan, and he is also the last Do Emperor on Do Qi Road. Xiao Xian recalled. I can be regarded as a life-and-death friend with Emperor Tuosha, so you call me the Golden Dragon King. Your human name is really troublesome. After the Golden Dragon King finished speaking, he did not forget to complain. Senior Golden Dragon King. When Xiao Xian heard the words, he also bowed and saluted. What you just said is not wrong. The strong people of your Xiao clan on the Do Di continent should be sealed, and even the power of the bloodline has been sealed, so the Do Di bloodline in your body will suddenly drop. But for the sake of my good relationship with you Xiao clan, I can tell you that there are probably no more than 10 people in this great thousand world who dare to seal the entire Xiao clan, and these 10 people are all the most peaked in this great thousand world. Exist, said the Golden Dragon King. This. Xiao Yang and Xiao Xian heard a hint of doubt in their pupils. No matter how powerful those people are, the blood of the clansmen is connected, and I will solve this problem one day. Xiao Yang clenched his fists and said slightly bitterly. But you don't have to worry too much. The Xiao family's allies and connections in the entire Dacian world are beyond your imagination. Maybe in the future you will come into contact with a certain level of strength, but now you are too weak, and you are still too weak. It's far from the time to contact these contacts. The Golden Dragon King Zaidu said. Uncle, what's wrong? Xiao Yang was a little surprised. Xiao Yang knew that his uncle, the Golden Dragon King, must know some secrets that he did not know, and he did not tell him for a long time, but why did he suddenly say so much after his ancestor Xiao Xian was resurrected? Some bad premonitions appeared in Xiao Yang's heart. I've been taught. Listening to the Golden Dragon King continuing to speak, Xiao Yang and Xiao Xian did not interrupt and let him speak. The appointment lasted for several hours before the Golden Dragon King finished speaking slowly. It turns out that there are so many obscure things. Xiao Xian nodded. Through the conversation just now, he also gained a new understanding of the Golden Dragon King and this great world. Little Yenzi, it's time to go. After a while, the Golden Dragon King said in a deep voice. Uncle Sha, where are you going? Xiao Yang couldn't help saying. I sensed that one of your Xiao clan members was being hunted and killed, and I had to go and save him. The Golden Dragon King said. Where? Xiao Yang couldn't help but light up when he heard the words. The people of the Xiao clan on the Dodi continent probably know a lot. It's on the edge of Zwantianshan, said the Golden Dragon King. Don't worry, I will take you with me this time. The Golden Dragon King said without hiding. But before that, let the disciples refine your body for you. Xiao Yang felt a little reluctant, but he also knew that the Golden Dragon King had other things to deal with, and he was far from reaching that point. Wandering around by oneself is probably not good for oneself. Refining the body. The Golden Dragon King looked at Xiao Xian who was beside him, and couldn't help but have a look of doubt. Uncle Master? The Golden Dragon King's hesitation was naturally discovered by Xiao Yang. As a dragon clan, I'm a little bit different from you humans. The Golden Dragon King thought for a while, but he still said, not for anything else, but for Xiao Yang's heart. After the Golden Dragon King said this, Xiao Yang seemed to remember something. Dragon gave birth to 9 sons, each of which is different. In all kinds of legends, the Golden Dragon King inherited the purest bloodline of the dragon god, and is also the existence closest to the dragon god in strength. The Golden Dragon King is known for his strength and arrogance. I am the Golden Dragon King, and I have extreme power and physical skills, so this method of resurrection from your humans is probably useless to me. The Golden Dragon King smiled. Although the resurrection method of normal human beings is also feasible, the Golden Dragon King is obviously not like this. How could I forget this? Xiao Yang immediately patted his head and scolded himself secretly when he heard this. The Golden Dragon King is the king of the dragon clan. If he were to be resurrected by the normal human resurrection method, his strength would be greatly reduced, and it would also affect his talents in the future. The Golden Dragon King is known for his extreme strength and physical skills. If he were to be resurrected like this, his strength would be greatly reduced. Don't worry, with this trace of soul power, as long as I get something, I will naturally recondense my body. The Golden Dragon King seemed to see Xiao Yang's worry and immediately spoke. What? Xiao Yang asked immediately after hearing the Golden Dragon King's voice. These things are the people who rescued the Xiao family this time. I will leave you to get them back. And these things involve too much scope for you now. The Golden Dragon King said slightly. Uncle, don't worry, I know. Although Xiao Yang said so, but his heart was more or less uncomfortable. You boy, don't be discouraged. Your talent, even the ancient Emperor Xiao can't match. I have a hunch that the next time we see each other, your kid will definitely surprise me. The Golden Dragon King smiled. Uncle, our seniors of the Xiao clan and the master of the ancient Emperor Xiao should not have perished. Xiao Yang asked tentatively. No. The Golden Dragon King hesitated for a while, but still said. That's good. Before the next world war comes, I will work hard to cultivate, and at the same time, I will try my best to kill the evil people outside the territory. Xiao Yang still decided to say, although he didn't know how huge that day was, but he could do his best to do his best. Strength is also good. But this time, to save the Xiao people, we still need you to go with us. If necessary, I may also borrow you. And after I rescue the Xiao people, I will leave here and bring your ancestors with me, said the Golden Dragon King. No problem. By the way, uncle, you can accept the mother of the fairy body tree. Xiao Yang agreed, and then threw the mother of the fairy body tree directly at the Golden Dragon King. The Golden Dragon King didn't hesitate, he directly accepted the mother of the fairy body tree, and then looked at Xiao Yang and smiled with satisfaction. Separation is for a better reunion, and Xiao Yang seems to know that his uncle's departure this time seems to be doing something earth-shattering. With the mother of the fairy body tree, I can restore the power of my soul at the peak, and I will be prepared for my true resurrection in the future. Accepting the mother of the fairy body tree, the Golden Dragon King smiled. As for Xiao Xian, since the Golden Dragon King and Xiao Yang started to talk, he has not made a sound. One is to get acquainted with his new body as soon as possible, and the other is to listen to the conversation between Xiao Yang and the Golden Dragon King. When Xiao Xian was in Dochi continent, he had vaguely heard about the Golden Dragon King. The Dragon Clan is on the Dochi continent, and the only bloodline that is quite pure is the Taishu Ancient Dragon, but even the bloodline of the Taishu Ancient Dragon is too far from the Dragon God. The dragon family that really has the bloodline closest to the Dragon God is 9A Dragon Child. Among the 9 dragon sons, the Golden Dragon King is the most powerful. Hey, let's meet with apprentice and apprentice. Since that old guy from Emperor Xiao gave you all the Fenju, I can't neglect you. After a while, the Golden Dragon King suddenly laughed. Since he is going to leave, he must not be left out in the cold. After all, the matter of the Xiao clan is too large, If it is not for Xiao Yang to give some life-saving means, the Golden Dragon King will not be relieved. Hee. Originally, Xiao Yang was still a little depressed, but at this moment, his face suddenly became bright. With a powerhouse of the level of the Golden Dragon King, the things he took out would probably be comparable to sky-high prices. I don't know Shishu. Xiao Yang said with a grin. Although your physical fitness is good, compared to the real me, it's nothing compared to the real me. The Golden Dragon King said lightly, but the pride in his voice was not concealed at all. When Xiao Yang heard this, he was relieved. After all, a powerhouse like the Golden Dragon King, even if he had never seen his peak period, knew how powerful he was without thinking. As for the means of attack, I see that you are no less than me, so after thinking about it, I'll give you this thing. The Golden Dragon King said. As soon as the Golden Dragon King finished speaking, a light group slowly appeared between the phantom's eyebrows and was enveloped in golden rays of light. With the appearance of this golden light, Xiao Yang only felt that his soul power was in a trance. This is. Xiao Yang stared at the golden scroll, and then said slowly. From the first feeling, Xiao Yang knew that this golden scroll is absolutely the most precious treasure. It's actually the 9 transformations of the Dragon God. This guy, the Golden Dragon King, actually cares so much about this kid. The 9 transformations of the Dragon God is the top martial arts fighting skill of the Dragon Clan. Even if it is as powerful as the Golden Dragon King, it is only cultivated to the peak of the 8th transformation of the Dragon God. But even so, after the Golden Dragon King performed the 9 transformations of the Dragon God, his strength was infinitely close to that of the God of War. He used to kill many evil races from outside the realm. At this time, the Soul Eater hidden in Xiao Yang's body couldn't bear it. Live said. 9 transformations of the Dragon God. The Golden Dragon King said lightly, and then threw the golden scroll directly at Xiao Yang. 9 transformations of the Dragon God. The shocking 4 golden characters slowly appeared on the quaint golden scroll. Dragon God 9 transformations. Even I don't know the specific rank of this thing, but according to my estimation, at least it has the status of a god. The 9 transformations of the Dragon God is the first generation Dragon God's famous skill. With the increase of the 9 transformations of the Dragon God, I am afraid that it will not be afraid to face the real Dozian peak powerhouse. The Golden Dragon King looked floating in front of Xiao Yang. The Golden Scroll said slowly. Dragon God. There is no doubt that anyone who can claim to be a Izzer of battle, and I'm afraid that 9 changes is the first generation Dragon God's famous skill. I'm afraid that only people who have practiced it know the horror. Uncle Sha, this gift is too big for me to accept. Although Xiao Yang was hot in his heart, facing such an alluring temptation, he refused. Through some obscure information, Xiao Yang knew the complicated relationship among the Dragon Clan. Dragon has been a proud existence since ancient times, and this Dragon God 9 transformations is probably the most powerful fighting skill among the Dragon Clan. The Golden Dragon King gave such a great gift, and Xiao Yang couldn't help but retreat. Don't worry, the Dragon Clan is what I have the final say. And the 9 transformations of the Dragon God are too precious. In this scroll, only the first 5 transformations are recorded. As for the last 4 transformations, even as the king of the Dragon Clan, he cannot bring them out, said the Golden Dragon King. Thank you, Uncle Sha. Xiao Yang heard the words and gave a big gift to the Golden Dragon King, and then gently took the Golden Scroll. As soon as the Golden Scroll was started, an extremely powerful violent force appeared, but Xiao Yang was not a vegetarian, so he could easily suppress it. Although this thing only has the first 5 changes, it is enough for you to cultivate to the level of 3-star fighting immortals, but remember, do what you can. The Golden Dragon King did not forget to instruct. Disciple wrote it down. Xiao Yang said respectfully, and immediately put the Dragon God 9 changes away. At this time, he obviously did not have the conditions for cultivation. If you want to cultivate the 9 transformations of the Dragon God, it has nothing to do with your strength. I have prepared a prescription for you. Gather the contents in a medicinal bath and increase your physical fitness before you can cultivate. The Golden Dragon King exhorted heavily. Master, is this Dragon God 9 transformations a fighting skill or a martial art? Xiao Yang nodded heavily when he heard the words, but he still had a question in his heart. Hey. Dragon God 9 transformations, that is to increase oneself through some special power, it can be said to be a fighting technique that combines attack and defense, it can also be said to be a practice technique, and it can be said to be a body-forging technique, Golden Dragon King said quite mysteriously. But you must remember one thing, the 9 changes of the Dragon God, don't show it to others unless it is absolutely necessary. The 9 transformations of the dragon god is probably only as precious as Fenju. If someone with wicked hearts finds out about it, I'm afraid you. The Golden Dragon King did not forget to instruct him. Disciple wrote it down. Xiao Yang naturally knew the preciousness of Fenju and the 9 transformations of the dragon god in his body, so it was impossible to sway the market. However, Xiao Yang was a little surprised. The 9 transformations of the dragon god can already be regarded as a god-level fighting skill, but Fenju is actually more powerful than the 9 transformations of the dragon god, which is inevitable. Uncle, my ancestor is going with you too? After Xiao Yang and the Golden Dragon King were waiting, Xiao Yang attacked and came to Xiao Shen and said, "His strength is too weak, and he doesn't know much about the world. According to what you said before, this person has a good talent. If I take him to some places, it should be able to speed up his cultivation." The Golden Dragon King said solemnly. Junior obeys. Xiao Shen is naturally a smart person, although he only knows some of the rules of this world, but following the Golden Dragon King, there must be meat to eat, and for some reason, Xiao Shen seems to be from the clan membership left by the ancestors of the Xiao family. Mentioned vaguely. There was once a thing, a huge thing, with several golden lights and infinite power. For my family's best friend. The short-lived memory reverberated in Xiao Shen's mind, and what this clan said, if Xiao Shen expected it to be good, should be the Golden Dragon King. Senior is a close friend of our clan, and I am naturally willing to follow. Xiao Shen said with a hearty smile. You pack up, and then it's almost time to leave the Fenxiang Pavilion. I hope you can rush to the sect to try to get this kid back. The Golden Dragon King said lazily, and immediately disappeared. You kid. Seeing that the Golden Dragon King was submerged in Xiao Yang's acceptance ring, Xiao Shen clapped a big hand on Xiao Yang's shoulder and said with a smile. Ancestor, you have suffered. Xiao Yang also smiled. Xiao Yang respects Xiao Shen quite a bit. Not to mention the Tianhua Sanxian is the fighting skill created by him, and Xiao Shen can suppress the 3 different fires with his own strength, cultivate to the peak of the 9-star dosheng, plus a series of help for himself later, and so on, naturally is respect. If the Xiao family has a younger generation like you, I believe that the Xiao family will regain their peak in this continent. Although Xiao Shen vaguely guessed what the Golden Dragon King said just now, he still laughed, obviously for Xiao Yang is quite confident. Ancestor, let's go first. I'll go out and say hello to the pavilion master, it's time to go. Xiao Yang said, and immediately tidy up the training room, and then took Xiao Shen directly out. Big brother is really tyrannical. It's been a long time since I left. Wu Zhu stayed inside, and Xiao Yi looked at the place where Xiao Yang retreated slightly and said, It's been a while since the previous Dan Lei. In January, I'm afraid it's time for the sect competition. I don't know what will happen to the Fenxiang Pavilion in this sect competition. Mu Feng was a little sad in his eyes. How do you say this? Xiao Yi was immediately puzzled when she heard the words, and immediately opened her mouth. You don't know, there are a lot of treasures in the places where the sects compete, so. Every sect competition, many sects will send hundreds of outstanding disciples from the sect, but after each competition, there are very few who can come back intact. And Burning Incense Pavilion is even more exaggerated. I remember that Fenxiang Pavilion sent 500 disciples a few times before. Among them, dozens of disciples are the best disciples of the 3 temples of heaven, earth and people, and their strength has reached the 7-star fighting emperor, but after participating in the sect competition, they were completely wiped out. Mu Feng said. The whole army was wiped out. How is that possible? When Xiao Yi heard this, her face was full of disbelief. Although the sect competition is somewhat like a life-and-death battle, it is possible to destroy an entire sect with nearly 500 outstanding disciples. I am afraid that other sects in the entire Shentian Santian cannot do it. The specific situation, I don't know. That was many years ago. But I remember that time, Fen Tian was directly furious, and he didn't hesitate to spend his own strength to come to the place where the sect was competing, and it seemed that he had found a trace of evidence related to the Shenling royal family. After returning, he was furious and did not care about his own Burning Incense Pavilion. The identity of the pavilion owner and the power behind the Shenling royal family directly killed the Shenling royal family 3 times. If it wasn't for the 7 fighting immortals of the 9 super sects at the same time, I am afraid that the Shenling royal family would have long since ceased to exist. Even so, the 3 killings of the Shenling royal family brought a devastating impact to the Shenling royal family, killing many of their disciples and elders, and greatly hurting their vitality. Mu Feng said. How could this Fenxian kill the Shenling royal family 3 times? Xiao Yi was puzzled. However, Xiao Yi was somewhat admired. At that time, Fen Tian had undoubtedly taken the position of the master of the Funxiang Pavilion. Such an almighty could kill the Xianling royal family directly regardless of his face, which shows how powerful and deep hatred he was. The first time should be for Yang Kai, as for the remaining 2 times, it seems to be for the only disciple of the pavilion master, Yin Tong. Mu Feng said. It seems that this time the sect competition, some people watched it. Xiao Yi said slowly, and then stopped talking. Hopefully this time we can turn our dangers away. After Mu Feng finished speaking, just as he was about to return to the house, he saw 2 figures walking towards them. Xiao Yang? Mu Feng said hesitantly, but what made Mu Feng puzzled was that there was a man beside Xiao Yang. The man's aura seemed to be only a 6-star Do Di, but Mu Feng noticed a difference from the 2. Share the same breath. Big brother. Seeing Xiao Yang leaving the customs, Xiao Yi immediately ran over and called out, but her eyes stared at Xiao Shen vigilantly. Ancestor Xiao Shen, I believe you have seen it before. Xiao Yang said lightly to Xiao Yi. Xiao Shen? When Xiao Yi heard the words, she naturally remembered the ancestor of the Xiao clan in the heavenly tomb of Doqi continent. There is a lot of familiar aura in this guy's body. Xiao Shen laughed. That's natural, after all, he is a fire elf that combines 23 kinds of different fires. Xiao Yang said. 23 kinds of different fires? Xiao Shen heard the words, his expression became ugly. Thinking of the strength of the 9-star Dosheng Peak, it was extremely difficult to suppress 3 different fires, and my descendants actually merged with 23 different fires? By the way, Mu Feng, how long until the sect competition? Xiao Yang suddenly asked. There should be 1 month left. Why, you want to go out? Mu Feng seemed to see Xiao Yang's inner thoughts, and immediately spoke. There is something urgent that needs to be dealt with. Xiao Yang said. Brother, I'll go with you. Xiao Yi said. You just stay here, I will be back before the sect competition. Xiao Yang said. Ancestor, wait for me here first, and I'll go and say hello to the pavilion master. After Xiao Yang finished speaking, he put Xiao Shen in Wuzhu residence, and then walked towards Fen Tian's residence. And Xiao Shen was very interested in Xiao Yi, and he talked with great interest. Dong dong dong. At the top of the burning incense pavilion, outside a quiet wooden house, there was a light knock on the door. Come in. A soft hungry voice sounded. Pavilion master. Xiao Yang pushed open the door and entered and said immediately, Have you succeeded in refining the medicinal pill? Fen Tian was not too surprised when he saw that the visitor was Xiao Yang. Well, it was successful, but there is one more thing that needs the approval of the pavilion master. Xiao Yang said softly. Tell me, what's the matter? If possible, I can give you some privileges. Fen Tian was sitting in the study room of the wooden house looking at an ancient book and said, I have something urgent, and I have to leave the Funxiang pavilion for a while. Xiao Yang said word by word. Xiao Yang's voice just finished speaking, that Fen Tian's expression also became ugly, and the extremely precious wooden scroll in his hand was instantly turned into powder by a strong force. What did you say? Fen Tian was slightly annoyed, and directly exerted the power of fighting immortals, trying to subdue Xiao Yang. A little urgent. I have to leave for a while. Even in the face of Fen Tian's powerful pressure, Xiao Yang said word by word. Impossible, now is the time for the sect competition. If you run away, where can I find a representative to lead us to Funxiang Pavilion? Fen Tian directly took back his power and refused. If I can help you, the pavilion master, to solve the mystery of Yin Tong's fall and win the championship in this sect competition. Is this possible? Xiao Yang finished, staring at Fen Tian with a smile on his face. If I can help you, the pavilion master, to solve the mystery of Yin Tong's fall and win the championship in this sect competition. Is this possible? Originally, Fen Tian was still angry, but when he heard Xiao Yang say this, his expression became strange. Are you sure? The next moment, a daze appeared in Fen Tian's pupils, then he turned his back to Xiao Yang and said softly, I heard some things about the sect competition and Yin Tong's senior brother before. If you are sure, you should score 5 or 5 points. Xiao Yang didn't dare to guarantee. Actually, if you don't tell me, this time I will let you investigate the truth. This is also a long-cherished wish of a master of mine, because even if Yin Tong has been dead for so many years, how exactly he died, I am still in the dark. This is also a personal request for your help. Whether it is successful or not, I Fen Tian owe you a favor. Fen Tian said. The disciple will naturally try his best. Xiao Yang said. But I have to remind you that the place where the sect competes is extremely strange. Even if I landed there, I didn't find anything. Fen Tian said. Pavilion Master, don't worry, I have Holy Flame with me. Xiao Yang saw Fen Tian's worry and said. This is only one thing. This time, if possible, kill all the disciples of the Xianling royal family. The grievances between our two sects have long been irreversible. Fen Tian said. Well, I had this plan for a long time. Xiao Yang responded. I know you have a lot of secrets on you, but we don't care about them in the Funxiang Pavilion. After all, a saint like Yang Kai can become the supreme elder of our Funxiang Pavilion. So I just want to tell you that no matter what you do, as long as you are still my Funxiang Pavilion's person for one day, then the Funxiang Pavilion will always stand behind you. Fen Tian said. Pavilion Master, I know, I will be back before the sect competition starts. And this time, I will let the Xianling royal family settle all the previous grievances. Xiao Yang said word by word, his voice full of shocking killing intent. Let's go early and come back early. Fen Tian smiled when he heard this. Disciple retire. Xiao Yang resigned respectfully, and then closed the room. Just let him run away like that. Although this kid has a good temperament and strength, he won't back down in the face of such a huge formation of the Xianling royal family. Yang Kai on the side appeared slightly and couldn't help saying. Yang Kai naturally had some prejudice against Xiao Yang. After all, if he could fool his sister into circles, how could he be a simple person? Hihi, although this kid has seen the huge power in the Xianling royal family, I don't think he will back down because of this. I'm afraid I need to do some important things when I approach the sect competition and leave the Funxiang Pavilion. Fenshen seemed to see through Xiao Yang. What is the most important thing? What else can be more important than the sect competition? Yang Kai said. The forest of death in the most fringe area of Shentian-san is extremely unstable. It seems that there is a very faint smell of the Xiao clan. Fen Tian said slowly. Xiao clan? Didn't they disappear? Why did they appear again? Xiao Yang. Could it be them? Yang Kai also muttered in his mouth, and then his views on Xiao Yang changed 180 degrees. Hush hush hush, this matter should not be made public. Fen Tian said something, and then the two stopped talking. However, Yang Kai was extremely shocked. If Xiao Yang was really a person of that power, I am afraid that he would have achieved too much in the future and had too many things on his shoulders. Let's go. Xiao Yang returned to the 5 bamboo residence and led Xiao Xian towards a certain place. He simply said goodbye to Xiao Yi Mufeng and left the burning incense pavilion quietly. Uncle, where are we going now? After leaving the Funxiang Pavilion, Xiao Yang dared to communicate with his uncle. I didn't expect this guy Fen Tian to break through to the 2-star Dozian. As for that guy Yang Kai, I'll see you again when I have a chance. The Golden Dragon King looked at the Funxiang Pavilion and said. Next, let's go to the edge of the Xianling continent first, said the Golden Dragon King. The edge. Xiao Yang and Xiao Xian both looked at each other. This is Xiansan Sansan, the center of the Xianling continent. If you go from here to the edge, I am afraid it will take a month just to travel, not to mention saving people. What are you looking at me for? I didn't say I walked over with my feet. The Golden Dragon King couldn't help but rolled his eyes and said Xiao Yang and the two. Uncle Shi, don't give a shit, it's very important to save the people of the Xiao clan. Xiao Yang couldn't help saying. Take it. The Golden Dragon King listened to Xiao Yang, and without talking nonsense, he directly took out a scroll from the collection ring. On the scroll, an unusually dazzling space force was slowly born, and the scroll was amber and made of sheepskin. A good thing, a long-distance space teleportation scroll. When Xiao Yang saw this thing, his eyes naturally glowed. This thing can only be made by a battle formation master or a powerhouse with space attributes, and the making of this thing is quite complicated. Even if it is Jujin, it is quite difficult to make. Don't talk nonsense, let's go. I can sense that the person from the Xiao family doesn't seem to last long. The Golden Dragon King burst out. The power of blood in Xiao Yang and Xiao Xian suddenly had a slight boil, and that feeling was as if the power of blood that had been lost for many years was boiling. Go! Xiao Yang shouted, and then the core inscription of the divine movement of life at the Nigong Wn in the body quickly rotated, and then the dazzling spiritual power poured out, directly tearing the space teleportation array scroll. The next moment, a door of light about several dozen meters in size appeared directly in front of the three of them, and the three of them did not hesitate. They stepped directly into the door of light and instantly flooded into it. At the same time, the door of light closed instantly, and when Du appeared, it had already appeared at the very edge of Xianling continent. When Xiao Yang first came to the Xianling continent, it wasn't the most fringe. The extreme fringe of the Xianling continent was even more remote than the Yu family. A gloomy wind emerged, and strange crows flew all over the sky. At the very edge of the Xianling continent, this place is controlled by darkness all day long, and the gloomy wind flows in the air with a dazzling breath. The Forest of Death. This is an extremely huge mountain range. Whether it is flowers, trees, or magical beasts, the mountain range is filled with an extremely violent force. It is full of dangers. It is a death zone recognized by the entire Xianling continent. There are many strange things. And it is said that it is still among the several powerful battlefields left by the Blood River continent of the Ghost Realm and the Shentian War. At this time, in this forest controlled by darkness all day, two figures are chasing after me, which seems rather monotonous. It's just that the figure is extremely thin, but on the forehead, there is a vague ancient pattern that is exactly the same as Xiao Yang's. This video will end here.